I think it's a suppressed childhood thing. I wasn't allowed to celebrate Halloween very much as a child, and I think this is my rebellion, is just growing 5 acres of pumpkins.
Naomi and her husband Josh run Billy Bob's farm and largely started it all from nothing. They only took it on 7 years ago, and the pumpkin patch has only been going for 5 years. It's been a huge growth for the pair, and they've found that the pumpkin farming is one of their favourite parts of the job.
We started in 2018 farming. So I'm not from a farming background. My husband, Josh, is. But we didn't have any farm. We didn't have a farm. We didn't have any ground. We didn't have any animals. So we started from scratch back then. The pumpkin patch, we're on our 5th year. During COVID, pretty much like everybody else, we had a vegetable patch. We grew a very small amount of pumpkins, sold them at the end of our drive during social distancing. Josh couldn't believe the uptake that, we live sort of in a housing estate, and they sold out within about 30 minutes was probably. So that's where the idea was born. Like I said, I've always loved Halloween. So the opportunity to do something around my favourite time of year, very, very appealing.
Billy Bob's is part of some people's family traditions now. Naomi says that families come back every year, and she loves being able to be part of people's Halloween.
Yeah, we've got faces that have been coming back from the first year. So we've got little children that have been babies in arms, and they're now 5 years old with siblings. And it's just really nice to see people grow up, and it almost becomes part of their annual tradition. So they've got to get their pictures in their matching clothes, and they've got to go and stand in front of one of the scenes behind. And then they're almost like family pictures. So it's really, really special.
The growth of Billy Bob's farm largely goes hand in hand with the growth of Halloween itself. 10 years ago, pumpkin patches were an American thing, and really just a novelty over on this side of the pond. But now they've become a staple of people's autumns and a hugely celebrated part of spooky season.
I think it comes back as being that trick-or-treating, asking for sweets off strangers, and interrupting somebody with children with a packet of eggs. So I think it always had a bit of a negative connotation. It's very, very popular in America. That's where the pumpkins originally come from. And I think it's almost celebrating the seasonality now. We've always celebrated Christmas. There's always events to go see Santa. Valentine's Day, I would argue, has also grown, and also very commercialized American practice. But, for us, it's a matter of having people spend time going for a walk down to the pumpkin patch, spending time with their family, taking pictures, making memories. If you slip and fall over as a toddler in the mud in your wetsuit, then it's part of that. Or remember that time that this happened.